Hey guys, CobDev here, and today we're going to be making a flashlight system, and this is going to be separated into a few parts. Part 1 being creating the flashlight, probably with the toggling on and off. Part 2 being limited battery life, battery display, and battery pickups, and Part 3 is adding a couple effects to it, such as light flickering and light dimming as the battery gets lower. Now, I spent over an hour recording some of this yesterday, as you can see right here, but about 10 minutes in, I accidentally hit the hotkey for stop recording. I didn't notice till I was completely done, so gotta do it all over again. So here is attempt number 2, so let's jump right into it. So go ahead and open a new project. I'm going to make it first person, but I'm going to use third person, make it true first person, like the video I made on, because I just prefer it so much more than this first person. So, desktop console, maximum quality with starter content, and we'll call this flashlight attempt number 2. Dang. Fine. Flashlight 2. How about that? I am a bit sick today, so I apologize for the sniffling and such. Alright, so let's just jump straight into our character, and I'll speed this up, but I'm gonna, because I already have a video on it, but I'm gonna go ahead and make this true first person real quickly. Alright, all done with that, but I'm going to add one more thing, something that I left out in the other video, because I actually didn't know about it at the time, but a lot of people notice that when you do this trick for true first person character, and you walk backwards, sometimes the camera can get very jittery in a sense, and the fix for that is to go to character movement, search for orient, rotation, and movement, and uncheck this. And that always fixes the problem for me. So let's get to the actual flashlight. So we're gonna need 3, actually before we need the spotlights, we need a spring arm for smooth rotation, and call this flashlight arm. Okay, go ahead and attach this to the follow camera. Get rid of that. And let's make this length. Let's start it out on 100. Spit around. Oops. Put these to 0 real quick. And then 180 on the z-axis. Alright. Now I know it looks a little long at the moment, but we will address that in a minute. So we're gonna make this flashlight have some pretty realistic rings instead of just being one spotlight. And what we're gonna need 3 separate spotlights for that. Now the values that I'm entering in for these, I did not come up with myself. I looked it up and I found a different YouTube video about the rings, so these are a slightly modified version of his, but I'm going to link his video in the description if you want to check it out, because it was super helpful for me. So let's just go ahead and take this spotlight and put it right on the spring arm. Oops. Okay. So come down to light. For the intensity, we're gonna, one sec, I'm gonna pull up notes. 2300. For the light color, it's gonna be 223, 228, and 210. Okay, the radius is 2050. Inner cone angle is 21. Outer cone angle is 27, and I believe that should be it. Yes. Okay. So we'll call this one, oops, flashlight base. Okay. We're going to copy and paste it. Let's throw it right on there, and then we'll call this one flashlight ring 1. Okay. I don't know where these values are coming from. Okay. Now this second one, intensity 8300. Light color is the same. Radius is 850. Inner cone is 0. Outer cone is 16. Great. So we're gonna need one more. Get that. Flashlight ring 02. And for this one, intensity is 4500. Light color is 190, 195, and 198. Radius will be 1000. Inner cone 0, outer cone 44. Alright, now that should be all our rings. Let's just go in here and let's test how it looks. So I'm going to duplicate this this floor to make it a ceiling and build the lighting so it gets real dark in here. Before I build the lighting, I'm gonna put one point light in here so it's not, so we don't get, so it's not too dark. Intensity and the radius. Alright. Let's build lighting. Alright, lighting is built. Let's go ahead and go in here. And there we go. Rings look really, really nice. Alright, so let's go back in. Where the heck am I? There we go. Let's go back into third person character. And let's go into this flashlight arm and give it enable camera lag and enable rotation lag. And let's leave both of these at 10. I think 10 really works for me. So now we got a real nice, if I look, a real nice delay. So I made a mistake. We're gonna go back in here and we're gonna turn off camera lag. We just want the rotation. And last thing we're gonna do for this tutorial here, or this step, is event graph. So before we do this, let's go straight into our project settings and create an input. Action mappings, perfect, and toggle flashlight. And we're gonna make this F because what on earth else would it be? And now we'll search for input action toggle flashlight. And then once it's released, we will call a function that we didn't make. So create a function and call it toggle flashlight. Same thing. That could get confusing. I'll remember. So we'll call toggle flashlight. Alright, there we go. And go straight into toggle flashlight. So before we set this up, let's set up our variables. I think we just have to do that. So I'm gonna take these two and put it in a category called camera, so I don't have to look at them. And let's start creating. So first one we're gonna have is flashlight battery level. Okay, and this will be a float. Then we need flashlight max battery, also float. We need flashlight depletion rate and flashlight depletion amount. We're also going to need a boolean for flashlight on. Boolean. We will need a flashlight flicker level. I'm just making all the variables we'll need in all these tutorials right now, so we don't have to do this again. Flashlight flicker enable boolean, and I believe last one, flashlight light depletion, not depletion, light dimming. Yeah, enable. Okay, that's all we need for now. Let's give these some values. Let's say you start out 74. Don't ask me why I picked that, because I don't have an answer. Max battery will be 100. Alright, and those are the only two we need for now. So toggle flashlight. We need a branch, and the condition will be, is the flashlight on? But I want to, for sake of clarity, throw a not in there so we don't get all backwards on ourselves. So is the flashlight off? And if that's true, then we got to turn the flashlight on. But before we turn the flashlight on, we have to check with an if statement that the flashlight battery level is greater than 0, so that we actually have some battery. Alright. So if that is true, then we take the flashlight base and we set the visibility to new visibility, and we want to propagate to children so that it happens to the rings as well. And that reminds me, I don't think we turned off the visibility for these, because we don't want it to start on. We want you to be able to turn it on when you get in. Alright, easy peasy. So after you set the visibility, then we also have to, sorry, checking my notes, set flashlight on. I should have just dragged that in. Here, there we go. Set flashlight on to true. Alright, and that's all done. Now we just gotta turn the flashlight off as well. So let's take the flashlight base, set visibility to false, not visible, and we want to propagate to children as well. Then let's just, probably could have copied all of this. Just copy this, paste it. Flashlight on is not true. Alright, let's give that a test. So flashlight is off, press F. Flashlight turns on, press F again, and it is off. Alright, this is going to wrap it up for the first of 3 for the flashlight system. Next tutorial, we are going to add in the battery life, battery display, battery pickups, just everything about batteries. I apologize for all the cuts this video has. I am very sick, and my brain is mush. But I did everything right. I just had to do it a few tries. So I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave any comments down below if you have any questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you so much.